They say that wisdom comes with age. Apparently not. In today's video, let's talk about the luxury items, therefore priced like luxury items, that I only bought because they have a designer label on them. And we're being that frank and that honest. These are all items that, had they not had the designer label, logo, brand, I wouldn't even have looked twice at them. I wouldn't even have considered them. They are just not my style. These aren't even items that I can say that I was influenced to buy, or they're items that I thought about and I now regret because I figured out they didn't work for me. No, these are items that I only bought in the first place because they had a designer label. They say that fools are easily separated from their money. Hello, yes, that would be me in all of these instances. And the first one, these take me to the fair. And I don't mean to be offensive because I know a lot of people love these. These are the Chanel slingbacks with the little heel, and they have the CC on them. These are in the baby pink. They're a beautiful colour. I think I've worn these 3 times. I know they're very iconic. I know a lot of people love them. These couldn't be further from my style if I tried. If I had to go and find you a very expensive heel that is so far from my own personal style, I would struggle to find something that's less my style than these. I am just not an elegant lady. I am not an elegant slingback wearing Chanel little shoe person. Now, I have done a little bit of damage to them. So I have, you can see on the back here, because I'm not gentle. I'm not ladylike. I kind of walk like an elephant sometimes. And I was coming down steps in my in-laws' house and I remember this happening, and I've taken all of the back. You can see I've just pushed it down. I've worn them again since. It doesn't stop me wearing them. But let me pick a pair of shoes up that are my personal style. These are these Vuittons, stiletto heel, spikes at the back, pony hair at the front, black and white, little peep toe. These are my personal style. I wear stilettos every single day to work. 100s basically, pretty much 100 millimeter, 10 centimeter heels to work every single day. I am 5'1". That is just part of my work wardrobe. I love my stilettos. I feel good in them. It's what I like to wear. Not my style. I only bought these because they are the Chanel slingbacks, and that is as honest and frank as I can be with you. Look, there's not much comparison in the style of shoe. Had these been sitting in a normal store that's not designer, that's not Chanel, and been a tiny fraction of the price, I wouldn't have looked twice at these. I wouldn't even have considered them if they didn't have the big CC and be designer. And I know, fools and their money, I've said that already. When I did think about buying these, and I can remember buying them in Dublin, I could picture in my head how I would style them. And I have worn them like that on the 1 or 2 occasions that I've worn them. They're just not me. And that's the only reason I bought them, is because they are designer. And that's so ridiculously stupid. But it's also the truth. Number 2, and sticking with shoes, and it is, I'm laughing because I know how much all these things cost. These are the Louis Vuitton platforms that I have worn once in a hotel for about an hour. Look, they're like brand new. The soles of these are brand new. Yeah. Would I have bought these if I had seen... They're stunning shoes, but they're just not my style. Again, stilettos, people. If I had bought Chanel even do stilettos, that's not their style. If I had bought a different pair of designer stilettos, a pair of Louis Vuitton stilettos, I'd have worn them to death. Worn the life out of them. Platforms, not my style. Just not my style. But when I saw them, and I can remember buying these, I had been to the Louis Vuitton fashion show the night before. I had been to the after party where the DJ was and fabulous time was had by all. I had been to the after party. Fabulous, fabulous time was had by all. And the next day when I went to my appointment in Louis Vuitton, I was a tad delicate. I was not feeling my best self. And I saw these, and I do love this colour. Burgundy is definitely a colour that I love, and I loved this detail around them. I thought it was stunning. And I was like, oh yes! Do you see the way that I was out last night at the Louis Vuitton fashion show, and then at the after party that there was celebrities at, and then at the after party where we had the best crack. And what time did we traipse back into the hotel this morning? Don't want to think about that. That's my life. That's my life. I live that life. I have that much fun. I go to those fashion shows all the time. All the time. Yeah, really. As a 40-something-year-old woman, mother of two. Is that my life? No, it's really not. But having lived it the night before and still being a tad delicate, and in the afterflow, let's call it, of the night before, I was totally convinced that that was my life. And I would have plenty of opportunity to wear these platforms that are not my style, but are a beautiful colour. And I saw across the floor and I thought, yeah, I have to have those as well. And I haven't worn them because I only bought these because they were Louis Vuitton. I liked this on them. I liked the detail, but had I seen these sitting in a regular store, again for a tiny fraction of the price, would I have bought them? Not a chance. Number 3, and no, it's not clickbait. We're just being very honest on this channel today. What has got into me? I know the comment box is going to be interesting, but be kind. Would I have bought this bag if it was not an Hermes Birkin? No, wouldn't. Say that out loud, Amelia. Yeah, I wouldn't. Let's just grasp the nettle and be honest. No, I wouldn't. It's not my style of bag. I love the colour. I love the leather. The leather's beautiful, Togo. And the colour is definitely my colour. The Mini Kelly that's sitting over there, would I have bought that had it not been designer? Yes, I love the shape, the size, so cool, funky, love that little bag. Would I have bought this? No, I wouldn't have. I don't carry tote bags like this. I don't carry handheld bags like this. I detest, do not like, hate, very strong words. Don't like carrying bags in the crook of my arm. Never ever do it. So the only way I carry this bag is handheld, and that's a commitment. Should be a commitment when you're going out and you're carrying it. And I don't really like doing that. I don't like carrying a bag in my hand all the time. I like being able to put it over my shoulder. I've evolved. I used to not like bags over my shoulder, but I now do. And I like them crossbody. And I do occasionally like a little top handle, but not in a big bag like this. To me, this is a big bag, and I know it's 25 and that's small to a lot of people. To me, this is quite big, quite heavy. And it's just not my style of bag. Now, I have a wish list down with Hermes for another Birkin in a very bright colour, and if that comes and the Hermes fairies be a giving and I get one of those, I will love it, because I do love the fact it's in Hermes Birkin. Be honest, Amelia. But that's the only reason I bought it. The only reason I bought this bag is because it has the designer label on it, and it has the label of Hermes Birkin. Had this been a normal bag in this colour, my favourite colour, sitting in a store, tiny decimal point fraction of the price, no, I wouldn't have bought it. I would have loved the colour. I would have thought it was a beautiful leather. Still wouldn't have bought it because it's not my style of bag and not my shape of bag. I would have looked to see if they had a different version in this colour, but I wouldn't have bought this one. Oh, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's keep going with the classics. The Chanel classic flap in black caviar leather in silver hardware. Wouldn't have bought this either. Nope. I only bought this because it's a Chanel Classics flap. I only bought this because it has a designer label on it, and it is this classic bag. Don't get me wrong, since shortening, no Amelia, lengthening the strap, I can wear this a lot more now. Fits under my arm, good length crossbody, even over a coat in the winter with suits. A lot more usable. But would this style of bag, not the minis, I love the minis, I would have bought those anyway. The shape of them, the size of them, the crossbody, especially the chevron, love. Definitely would have bought those anyway. Would I have bought this in the medium classic flap if this was not a designer bag? No, I wouldn't. And I would be lying to your face if I told you that I would. Especially not in black. Yeah, for work, maybe, no, but I have the YSL 4.3 Jamie bag, which I love and adore in black, that I use for work. This I very rarely use for work. The other one obviously fits my tablets bigger, yes, all of that jazz. But it's the classic flap. I love having it in my collection. It's just not my real style of bag. Look around this room. Who would I be kidding if I tried to say to you, oh yes, if I saw that sitting in a store, again, decimal point of the price, would have loved it and thought that's absolutely the bag for me. No, I wouldn't have. If it was not a Chanel, no, wouldn't have bought it. Sticking with Chanel because why not? These. With the big CCs all over them. So these are quite obviously Chanel because, you know, CC drawn all over them. I thought they were cute. Again, I could picture styling them in my head. I can still picture styling them in my head. But as a shoe, not my style. We've talked about this, people. Not my style. Block heel, not my style. Stilettos. I am generally in stilettos or trainers. There's not much of an in-between. Not really me. And if I had seen these, and instead of the CC, I don't know, AB or something non-designer over them, or even these shoes just in this lovely light pink leather with no print and no letters all over it, or different letters all over it, would I have bought them? No, wouldn't even have looked at them. Don't even think I'd have tried them on. Only bought these because they were Chanel, and only bought them because they have CC all over them. And if these didn't have the designer label, never would even have looked at them. Number 6. Come on, people. Come on. It's a Chanel water bottle. That's the only reason I bought it. It's a plastic or glass? Don't know, never used it. Sits in here as decor. It's very pretty. I really should use it. But knowing me and the way that I live my life, it's throwing the children in the car, throwing the dogs in the car, everybody going to daycare, throwing the bag in the car, throwing the laptop, throwing the tablet, throwing the files, throwing the lunch into the car. This would last about 2 days if I was lucky. I don't even know if that's a glass or plastic, but I know I could probably do some damage to that. I have a water bottle that I bought in Sainsbury's that was about £3.99. It's pink and it's plastic. And that gets filled up. Oh, I wonder would it fit in the thing in the car? But then there would be pen all over it and there would be damage and there would just... It's just not going to be a happy relationship, I don't think. And it does tell me that it's cold liquids only, hand wash only. Well, that's a pain in the bum. And it is 20 fluid ounces or 590 millilitres. Yeah, is this the most practical water bottle one can buy? No. Would I have seen this on the shelf if it sat like this? Take it round this way without the Chanel and thought, that's the water bottle for me? Of course not. Number 7, let's go back to Louis Vuitton because why not offend some more people? It's the Louis Vuitton passport cover. Now, in this version with Vivian and all on this, I was always going to buy this, but I'm buying this because I love Vivian. I love this little doll and I love the monogram print. Passport cover though, if we take what that is, and yes, we can order the little passport notebooks on this and make this usable as a notebook cover, but taking that aside, if you're thinking of this as a passport cover, would I have bought a passport cover that wasn't designer? No, because they're annoying. And the reason they're annoying is whenever you go to the airport, you have to take your passport out of it and hand it over. And then you have to put your passport back in. I'm all about making my life easy. I've just given myself another step there to do. I have to take my passport out and hand it over and put it in there. I bought Bestie one of these. Did I buy it or did he buy it? He uses his. When we go away, he always has it. And it's hot stamped inside and that's what he carries. And he generally every trip goes to me, where's your passport cover? In the cupboard. Why? We're at the airport. We're getting on a plane. We need our passports because it's annoying. Because I have to take my passport out of it and it annoys me and it's something else to carry and it's annoying. And I'm all about ease. Maybe it's my old age. And he is looking at me like, what? You're insane. I know. But would I have bought a passport cover that wasn't Louis Vuitton, that didn't have this designer label? No, I wouldn't have. Number 8, let's give Dior some of the love. Love. The Dior Mini Audrey. It's really cute. But Yeah, it's decor in here. That's probably what I bought it for. Can't put your lipstick in here. The lipsticks that come with it, great. But would I have bought any type of miniature, this little thing, that wasn't designer? No. No. I'm not a big makeup person. Yes, I wear makeup. I enjoy wearing makeup, but I kind of stick to the same. I don't deviate that much. My makeup collection, if you want to call it that, is very boring. It's just what I use. I don't have lots of different colours and lots of different... It's just... that's not me. So would I have seen a makeup miniature with different lipsticks and thought that's something that I should buy? No. If it didn't have CD on it and wasn't Dior and wasn't hyped that Christmas, and this one is beautiful, this gold one is beautiful. Last year's or the year before, the black one wasn't quite as fabulous as this. Would I have bought it if it was just gold and didn't have that on it? No, I wouldn't have. I would have left it on the shelf because it's not lips. I have lip gloss. I wear Dior lip gloss a lot, but I don't really wear lipstick a lot. And yeah, wouldn't even probably have considered it. So that was a really fun confessional where I have just shared with you 8 things, and I'm sure there's more if I looked around these rooms, of designer luxury items with big hefty price tags. Some of them huge price tags that I wouldn't have bought if they weren't designer. If they didn't have the designer label on them, never would have bought them, wouldn't have had an interest in them, wouldn't even have looked at them. And that, I think, is about as honest as one can be on a luxury goods channel. Thankfully, in my defence and for my sanity, most of the things that are around me, when you see things that are bright, that are sparkly, that have colour, that are edgy, that have a shape to them, that are a little bit different, that are tiny, that are cool or quirky, or just something about them, most of them I'm going to buy anyway, designer or not. I am going to buy those because that's the sort of thing I'm drawn to. These things, I only bought because of the designer label. Let me know what you think in the comment box, but please be kind. Remember, I'm only human. And if you have anything yourself that you want to confess to, let us know in the comment box. If you've enjoyed this personal torture in any way, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing for the crack. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.